You don't have to justify it. You can just say that you're evil and you don't care about the well-being of pigs. That's fine.
Oh, I care about the well-being of these pigs. All I'm saying is these pigs are doing lots of stuff. They're working hard.
But they don't get to move
if
at
you really
all.
care about pigs, at least free the one that's on the treadmill.
Oh, I'll free that one too.
That pig is perfectly fine, okay?
That was classic whataboutism. Look at that.
That pig wants to get swole.
What about that other pig over there? Don't worry about the hundreds of pigs that are being tortured over here. Worry about this one. Ugh, you're such a terrible pig lover if you didn't even care about this pig over here.
That pig is training for the Boston Baked Bean Marathon.
See, at least this pig's got a story, Jasmine. But seriously, like, look at him go!
He's been running this entire time.
Honestly,
he's been running for 2 hours.
Yeah, if you can't hook this up to something to where the PWs are being used, then this pig needs to be freed. Because right now, he literally is doing nothing.
I am going to do that, but I needed an ender pearl in order to do it. So
okay.
Just wait a little bit, and we'll get the truffles going.
My goodness.
That's what started this entire quest into the Nether to search for a ender pearl.
Search for the pearl. All right, come on, give me an ender pearl. Give me an ender pearl. Give me an ender pearl.
All right, mine has already made almost one ender pearl. He's made 3/4 of an ender pearl.
3 truffles.
Mm-hmm. He just needs one more.
Got it.
Let's see here.
How far is your thing grown?
I mean, it's just a chance. So, I mean, I have 3 of them are growing. Make this thing. Oh, that's that weird. It's that weird.
It's that weird.
Weird.
The like agricultural whatever unfamiliar item. You don't know what this is. I don't like that.
How do you recharge an air charm?
It's a good question. I don't know.
No idea.
Hey, I have my first ender pearl.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure your method will produce them at a greater rate. It's just, you know, you have to
make
like
another ender piggy.
Piggies in there to discuss.
Hacking piggies.
Just awful. Just awful.
All right, I'm gonna borrow the air charm for a minute.
There's one for you to take. Yeah,
there's
just take
so
it.
many.
It's
just grab it.
They're pretty easy to make these days.
Make another ender
Nowadays,
carrot.
everybody's got air charms.
All right, I'm gonna go hunting for cobalt and ardite.
Cool. That would be awesome.
We have cobalt pigs. They're producing right now.
Do we have cobalt? Okay,
Yep,
but
we just don't have the ardite.
Right? And I believe you can get ardite from the Nether here. I think.
Okay, Jazzy, do you actually have some cobalt?
Yep.
Made?
They're producing ender nuggets with their truffles. And then I think 9 nuggets turn into 1 cobalt.
Sweet little babies.
Nugs.
Because if I can make a little bit of cobalt, I can pour it over sapling and make a cobalt sapling.
Yeah, go for it.
And then, you know, we can free the cobalt piggies.
All right, Nether.
Jasmine,
Jasmine.
We'll see about
I
that.
don't know.
We'll see about that.
Yeah, well.
I mean, we could.
Yeah, so I'll say this. So far, Ash, look for both. Because the cobalt pigs haven't produced enough to make even an ingot yet.
All right, I see a ton of cobalt already. So
Yeah. Pick up a bunch of that, because, yeah, if we can...
Jesus Christ. The party pick, y'all?
Yeah?
It breaks things like there's 0 resistance. You're just
party
instantly
pick.
through. Yeah. It's the pick that's made by the modpack creator.
Got it.
Oh, interesting.
A reinforced obsidian? What?
I think I put that away into the system. There should be some spare reinforced obsidian in there.
Let's find out.
What's better, emerald armor or diamond armor?
Don't make emerald armor. Right now, Rick, what I'm trying to make
I'm not making it. I found it.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't
I
know.
think they're
I don't
probably
know.
about the same, or diamond's probably better, because emerald is for currency, right? It's not necessarily for that. But then again, I don't know. Doesn't emerald have weird properties? Because it's tinker stuff, right?
Yeah,
It's
it has
cyclic.
different.
Plus 3
It's a
armor toughness
cyclic
plus
armor?
Oh, it is better. Plus armor, and then plus armor toughness plus 3. Yeah, I think it is better. So
There's enough
that.
stuff in the wireless system for everybody to make a party pick, by the way,
oh, cool.
Cool.
if you would like to. Still waiting on these.
Like genuinely, be very careful when if you're mining around the base with it, because you'll just break
everything.
Really? Wow. That's too scary for me.
Oh my gosh! Look at all your little cows in their little milk jars. Are you not even? You're
I
not
was
even
making
storing
cheese.
this stuff, huh?
I was making
Okay.
cheese.
Gosh, these are sad too.
There's a lot of sadness.
Everything in this mod pack is so sad. Like, I'll put it this way: like, if the person who made this mod pack isn't vegan, I'd be shocked because this is a very. It is pointing a mirror at our society, we'll say.
I was making cheese. I was going to make some hamburgers, but I need more beef.
So, Rick, you said you saw Ardite down here?
I smell.
I'm almost positive there's Ardite.
I smell like beef.
I could have sworn I saw it during our first block of recording.
I think you're right. I think it's just one of the rarer things.
Oh, okay. Well, Price, I may be a monster, but I haven't started the animal baby separator, animal feeder, animal rancher, and animal grower.
Animal baby separator? What?
Oh my god. This is monstrous.
So if you want to really start the whole like industrial,
No,
wait,
what
wait,
I want
wait.
now is that you're
the
pointing
only
out.
argument I
It's always
could
just
be
look how bad it
worse.
could be. Yeah, that's all it is.
Could
Is just
be
look how bad it
worse.
could be. Which again, way too real for the world we currently live in, Jasmine. Way too real.
just be thankful I'm not separating babies.
Question: before you separate the babies, do they have to show up at a border wall? All
Oh,
right,
no.
Moving on.
Oh,
Yes, I'm getting lots of Ardite already. This
Just
is great.
saying. Perfect.
Price,
Nice.
I feel like you
So-
should be used to this since your dad works in the ranching.
Jazz,
Yeah. So that's the thing. Like, of
Jasmine-
everybody here, I'm the only one who's actually been in packing plants before.
What do you want,
to?
Ash?
I'm gonna what I'm doing is I'm trying to get cobalt and Ardite because mixing them together makes an alloy called Manulian.
Manulian, yeah.
Manulian. I can make some
Manulian.
Manulian pigs.
Exactly. That's what I want you to
Yeah.
do.
And I don't. Yeah, there's not a Manulian tree, but I can make saplings for Ardite and cobalt, and I have a feeling that that'll be a nice source of it, because the pigs are taking a while to form the cobalt. But
They do.
having a Manulian pig, yes, it will give us.
But you're right.
Straight
If
up
we
manual.
can get the saplings going and we can just alloy it ourselves.
Exactly, and we can make one of these auto setups. Honestly, Ash, make the exact auto setup you already have, but just have everything go into like one auto packager instead of two, right? Or I mean, have it go into the same smelter rather, so that they mix together.
It doesn't work that way. You have to make there's an alloyer. It's like a porcelain alloyer.
Oh, got it.
And it sits in between, like it's the same setup we have right now, Price, but the alloyer sits in between the two smelters.
That's interesting. So, okay, let me look into that then. The alloy, I'm assuming like furnace.
Yeah, I put it in my notes of exactly what needs
alloy
to be
furnace,
made.
I think. Yeah, combined space metals
Porcelain
and
alloy
alloys.
tank. You need the alloy tank and the porcelain heater. That's what you need.
Alloy tank, alloy liquids from adjacent seared tanks and melters. Okay, and alloy. Okay. Oh, I see. So it's a special smelter for alloys.
Exactly. So it relies on the fact that there is already two like smelters next to it. They have
Got it.
And then this alloy thing has to be sandwiched in between.
So porcelain alloy tank, not alloy tank, and porcelain
Yeah, you
heater.
want the porcelain one.
Okay.
Porcelain heater, yes.
Okay. Let's see if we have enough stuff to just go ahead and make those.
And so we could use the setup I already have if we want to do it that way, or we can make a brand new one. If we use the setup we currently have, we have to move that redstone.
Yeah. Whatever you would like. Okay, I'm gonna make some more porcelain. I'm gonna start firing some more porcelain bricks for us to use.
4 ender hogs.
Ooh.
So, Rick, if you
gonna
want an
be
ender
lots.
pearl,
Yeah, I'm coming back.
yep.
Poor sweet babies. Poor sweet babies. All right, here's
real
what I
hard.
have to think of. I have to think of a way that I can, with Jasmine's setup, do something that makes me feel a little bit better about how these pigs are being treated. Because this is just, like, monstrous.
Be the change you want to see, Bryce.
So, for example, like, you put dirt underneath them, right? But then, like,
Or whatever they
they're
need.
stepping a little bit forward. Like, you just put, like, a little bit more, you know?
Well, I
You
mean,
can-
if they go forward, then the block miner
No,
won't
no,
reach
I'm saying,
the
like,
truffle.
literally the block in front of them that is covered with a gate. And their little toesies are touching it. Just saying.
There's a chance they might walk forward, and the block miner's not going to get the truffle.
No, I'm not saying give them more space. I'm saying literally just replace this block with something nicer because their toes touch it. Leave it literally how you have it. They get 1 square. But as
Well,
you
some
can
of them
see...
need stone.
No, I know. I'm saying for the ones that don't, you can give them more. Because their toes are touching. I don't know. I'm just trying to make something good of this. You monster.
This
You have
Osmium
them looking
hog
at
is
each
working
other. You can have them
overtime.
facing each other instead of having to look upon their own doom.
I think we've all been monsters for a while, Praise, because if you think about the bacon tree and you really get into like how the hell is a tree making bacon?
It's fake bacon. It's fake bacon.
Yeah, it's like clone meat, man. No problem with that. No problem with that.
Really? Well,
No
it doesn't
problem with
depend on how they clone it though. Like if they're cloning a living animal and then harvesting the meat, then you got a problem, right?
No, no. You clone the muscle. You don't clone the whole animal. It's like you clone like the
You
those
just
cells.
mix.
You cultivate
Yeah,
muscle cells.
and then you put it on like
Yeah,
a
but then-
scaffold to make it grow on the meat.
Yeah.
Price, turns out they put those, after they cloned that particular pig, they put it through a total recall-esque situation, and it was,
And then it got its ass to Mars.
See, when you refer to it as cloned meat, I'm just assuming it's a clone of an animal with a face and feelings.
No,
I don't
yeah, no,
like,
no.
I don't like the term
point.
cloned
Then
meat.
there's no point.
Right.
Yeah, sure. You can call it. Well, so here's the deal. You can't call it synthetic because it's not synthetic because it's organic. So it would have to be like scaffolded meat product then or something like that. So cloned meat is the most appropriate term. But does like legitimately like that's I didn't realize that. Is that something that you think that other people think? I'd like to hear in the comments actually. That when they hear cloned meat that it's like literally cloning an animal and then killing it.
Oh
that's-
yeah, I imagine some people think that.
Because if that's what people think, just this PSA, that's not what cloned meat means.
No.
In the industry,
It's just when
that's not what it means.
Just when I hear the word clone,
Sure,
I just imagine
sure.
a replica
Yeah, you're thinking
of
of, like-
another thing, you know?
Yeah, you're thinking of Dolly the sheep. I get what you're saying. But yeah,
Yeah.
no, it's specifically those cells. Really, what it is it's using DNA and then just taking that DNA, having it take protein
Dino
cells
DNA?
of one type, dino DNA, and then turning it into protein of another type, essentially. The kinds that we need.
They started doing that recently, but like the protein doesn't hold enough, so it's not. There was a video where there's like the meat is good, but it doesn't hold well. It just basically crumbles apart once you start cooking it. So there's still a lot of work to be done.
From what I understand, there's actually been some well-made ones. Like at the end of the day, the issue is, I think, now about texture and structure.
Mass producing?
Well, yeah, it's mass production because of the cost, but that's going down every year. But then it's more about like the replicating the texture and the structure because it's too uniform. It's not like a little bit of fat, little bit of meat mixed in and all that kind of stuff. So you couldn't make a steak. You could make a burger because you're already grinding it up. But, you know, you couldn't make a steak because it just we don't have the technology to like tell the meat to line up that way, you know? Anyway.
Well, I mean, we got years before it really is perfected.
It's just what like I am very passionate about this as someone who both cares about animals and also comes from a family of butchers. That I'm like, how do we continue to produce meat but not have it, you know, hurt animals?
Do you think that your family would adapt to that change? Like,
No.
Do you think the family bit? Yeah, I was gonna say, like, it's like the oil companies who are like, we're not gonna change into renewables. We're just gonna ride this thing to death.
I've been advocating for it for like years. And my family, I'm like, hey, you need to get in on this. It's going to be the next big thing. Hey, by the way, did you know that my generation has a higher preponderance of vegans and vegetarians? Hey, did you know that younger people are switching away to meatless alternatives? So, probably the switch will be made after it's too late to make enough money.
I guess, okay, so here's another argument. You said, meat alternatives, because the meat alternatives are getting better and better and getting closer to the real thing. So I guess, what's the point of creating this synthetic meat, or this cloned meat, if you can just create a meat alternative that is similar enough to the real thing?
And what I would say is that I think that that's a totally valid point, except monocultures are a dangerous thing to have, right? So if we have multiple ways of making the same thing, then let's say that all of our synthetic meat is based on, let's just, say corn, right? I don't think that that's where it comes from, but let's just say corn. And then let's say there was a corn blight or, something happened to where suddenly our corn stocks are down. If we have another way of making it, then, we don't just have as big of an impact on on agriculture. And then
I just wonder what the market would be for it, because especially with vegans and vegetarians, I imagine their thought would be, well, no, I'm not going to eat meat, even if it is, grown in a lab.
There's a lot of people like that.
Honestly, Rick, I think the market is opposite. It's not vegans and vegetarians. It's people that refuse to eat meat alternatives because they like their meat.
Exactly.
But if you tell them this is made from meat, then they might.
And, then what you also can do is you can wean people off of meat, This burger is 50% veggie and 50% meat. And guess what? Tastes just like a burger. And then you drop it down to 75-25 and then 90-10. And then guess what? You're eating an Impossible Burger and you didn't even know it. Boom! Not a sponsor.
Ash.
Just gotta put that, not a sponsor.
Oh, are you in here too?
Yeah, I just finally came back. Because my inventory is absolutely full, even my expanded inventory. So time to come home.
All right, I've got a couple of stacks of cobalt and a full stack of ardite, I think.
Ooh, give me a little bit of each. Give me a little bit of each. And I'll make
pop them into the system.
Earlier, my game froze, and I couldn't figure out what it was. I thought I was going to crash. It's when you teleport into the Nether, Ash, it freezes my game just for a moment. Because it froze as you were teleporting out as well.
Interesting.
I mean, that makes sense. It's loading a whole different map, whole different dimension.
Rick, look at you. You green boy.
Yeah, and dude, I brought back so much weird stuff. So I've got a bunch of these ender orbs. I've got ender orb translocators. I have magma cream.
That's that's good to have.
I've got magic beans. You've already got magic beans though, right? But I found one.
Rick, there are 7 ender pearls in the storage.
Wait a minute. I have an ender wing that allows me to teleport to world spawn. I should have been using that forever ago.
Yeah.
Ooh,
I can just teleport home. Wait, what? I have an engraved
the world spawn.
thunder? What?
You got so much stuff, Rick.
Whoa!
Oh my God!
Whoa! Put it out! Put out the fire! Put out the fire! Put out the fire! Put out the fire!
What happened?
That is an engraved thunder. I can summon thunder.
So don't do that on the wood, please. Goodness. Now Rick's got the Eye of Sauron and thinks he can just go around blowing things up. All right, this is going to be in a casting.
What?
Make sure
That's
that
amazing.
it doesn't
Burn everything down.
Yeah.
No, I did it on stone. Don't worry.
Okay.
All right, let's get one of you. And
Wow, that is impressive. Okay, I've got an extra one if somebody wants it.
I'm good. I'm apparently already a monster enough.
I've already got an enchanted scroll of preservation. Preserves experience and beneficial effects on death. Well, I don't need that.
Yeah,
I've
Jasmine,
got
I
a
do
bunch
think
of
that
charms as well.
There'd be something a little on the nose about you holding a scepter that can cast lightning as you're forcing all of these pigs into these tiny little huts.
Ash, I just gave you a pretty amazing charm. It's a charm. Equip it on your baubles. It is the Antidote Charm, so if you get poisoned or withered, it'll automatically cure you.
Oh.
Neato.
Oh. Very cool. Thanks. All right, I'm making a bunch of porcelain. I'm going to make another set of smelters and stuff over here to be my alloy smelter.
Oh my God, Rick.
Oh, Ash, here. I made a ton of porcelain bricks. I put them in the system.
Thank you.
7 attack damage. Let's see.
Yeah, his green. And I mean,
the crazy scepter.
Yeah, the staff is really cool looking. Yeah,
and the emerald sword is actually better than the diamond. So
isn't there another world you can teleport to?
Probably the end, right?
Well, there's other ones. There's
it's like Twilight Forest.
There's
and
the
stuff,
end. Yeah. Travel to the hunting dimension using a hunting dimension cake.
Whoa!
The hunting dimension.
So yeah, the hunting dimension's interesting, y'all. I just learned about it.
Lost Cities cake.
Yeah, we want to do the Lost Cities when we start wanting to get into nuclear craft and some of the better piping. I think it's like thermal dynamics piping because there's specific materials in the Lost Cities. But the hunting dimension is essentially nothing. You spawn in and it's an empty void and you're just like on a 4x4 obsidian square. And then you start building out, and once you build out far enough to the point where things can spawn, things spawn, I think, 3 times as quickly as normal, and they have like twice as much armor as normal, but you're capable of getting like twice as much like drops, like item drops from them as normal, something like that.
Interesting.
So it's an interesting place to like to level up your own Tinker's weapons and stuff like that.
What's night slime?
Getting on my night slime.
There's something called molten night slime, as in KNIGHT, like a night. What is that? What are you used for, night slime?
I'm night slime.
Working on my night slime.
How many ender pearls have we produced so far?
Like I said, I've produced a lot.
No, I'm saying I have produced none.
There's 7 right now in the storage.
I'm gonna take
The
a
hogs
couple.
are still working really hard.
Poor hogs.
Sweat hogs. All right.
Sweat hogs. All right. All right. I have made a couple of saplings, so I'll start making cobalt and ardite stuff. But yeah, if I can just take 1 ender pearl.
Go for it.
All right, cool.
I'm producing a lot.
Just because then I can make a folder and start producing these things.
I am producing a lot. Go for it.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sisterhood?
Sure.
something?
That one.
Got them yaya pants, baby. Give me some of them yaya pants. Oh, I need Lapis Lazuli.
Yeah, pants. There should be lapis in the system, I think.
No, there's only one piece I saw.
You
can make it from the...
Yeah.
Yeah, they're very easy to make.
Oh, okay.
All right, what kind of stuff do you go on here? Dirt. Okay.
Okay. So there's all of the alloy stuff.
Okay, I'll take some grass.
There we go. Perfect.
And then give me some coal.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. I was replacing all this wood. We last left off, I was like just doing a bunch of stuff. I don't remember what I was doing at the time.
Yep, that happens.
Yeah, it's been a while. I got really distracted by those hogs.
Tim Hogs. Oh boy.
So good looking.
Them some good looking hogs.
You're all comfy in their pajamas.
Stop! No one calls them that.
People call them that.
It's
No,
not
you
a thing.
call them
Quit
that.
trying to make fetch happen.
Person calls them that.
Yeah. Okay, there's one. And there's this thing called a chorus flower. that also
yes,
comes
I've
from
heard
the,
those things,
the
yeah.
chorus fruits. Like, it's a 1% drop chance, but because we haven't gotten one yet, I can't set up the folder system yet, and it's annoying.
Yeah, if you go to the end, there should be a lot of those.
I can't go to the end. Not after what happened last time.
What happened last time?
I can't speak of it.
He didn't go.
I didn't go! No, I don't know.
Yep.
I don't know. Don't know what I'm talking about now.
Let's see here.
Okay. All right, so we'll just keep that going for a while. Eventually it'll
How's
work.
it going, y'all?
It's going.
Good.
Things are happening. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've got cobalt tree growing. I've got a couple of ardite trees growing, so I'm just trying to get all this stuff so I can make folders.
Cool.
Okay.
How are we making emeralds? Can I make that out of emerald block? Or can I make emerald blocks out of the emerald
yes.
acorns and stuff?
I believe so, yes.
Maybe not. Let me see.
The sugar cane, man. The sugar cane.
I know, right? It's ridiculous.
Just raining. Just raining cane.
It's raining Caine. Hallelujah. It's Michael Caine.
Michael Caine.
He wasn't Batman.
On Michael Caine. And I'll prove this message. Oh, I think our overflow chest might be full.
I think it is too. I can't put anything else in there.
That's because you guys keep throwing crap in it. Oh, okay.
So much crap.
Whoever's putting water buckets in it, stop.
That would be me. I was making a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, those are taking up an individual spot every time you do it.
Oh, okay.
I
didn't know they're taking up individual spots.
Yeah, and like all these rods, and there's like charms and rods and things. Garden size.
I didn't realize that there was a limit to how much we could store in there.
Well, I mean, the limit is that we have to make file folders for anything that we're going to store multiples of. Otherwise, we have this overflow chest. So the overflow chest is now full because we have too much stuff.
What could we start making folders for?
Well, we can make a second overflow chest.
Yeah. My thing is I need to do the... What is it under video settings, Ash? GUI scale?
Yeah, GUI scale.
3?
And it's set to 3.
Oh my gosh, even at 1. What is 3? Oh, okay, that's large. Okay, that's fine.
I would say let's make file folders for all the seeds. Cause that's taking up inventory. Here, I'll start making a file.
Okay. Right now, it looks like the only things we have multiples of are birch leaves are apparently not going into a folder, which is weird. So I'll fix that problem. Then netherwort's taking up multiples, so I'll do that. And clay and
these stone
diamonds
crooks can
beetroot.
take those out. We don't need those.
Okay.
Basically, all of these tools.
I'll work on some of this. How's there oak wood in the chest? We have so many folders for those. There's no way all those folders are full.
Is it just like planks or wood?
Wood.
It's possible that they just get full.
I don't think it is possible. No, so that's just for someone.
Each folder can hold 1 billion items.
Exactly. Yeah. So people must have just placed it in this chest, I guess. I have no idea how that would happen. That's bizarre. Okay. All right,
I'm gonna start making a folder for all these, for all the seeds. Yeah. And then, how do you make one of these filing cabinets? Oh, you got 5. All right, I'm gonna put down. Where'd you like me to put this filing cabinet? Actually, I probably best put the filing cabinet in my area, maybe.
Well, no, because it needs to be hooked up to the network. So.
But like, if I put the seeds in the overflow, will it go into the folder itself?
Yeah.
As long as we set up a folder for it.
As long as it's hooked up to a thing.
Okay. Where would you like to put this in?
Let me. Did you make a folder? What'd you do?
No, I'm gonna put the filing cabinet down because I don't have that much inventory space.
Just put it in the network.
Oh, the folders themselves?
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
You made wait. You made a folder or you made a filing cabinet? I thought you said you made a filing.
I made a filing cabinet. Where would you like me to put it?
So the filing cabinet, put that in the network. Because then I'll put it down. Because I'll have to set it up to be connected to the network.
Okay.
So I'll deal with the overflow problem.
Okay.
I'm working on it.